What's going on, man? Y'all down for eating with me?
You want to eat with him?
I mean, yeah, I'm doing a service. I do open discussion. Yeah.
I'm a shop person.
No, so me put it this way. I offer people something they ain't never been offered before. You can ask me any question about life, and I guarantee you an answer. Not only that you will understand, but one that everybody in the room will agree with, no matter what their background.
See, he's a good person for that. Because if he like to go back and forth. You know, he want to break everything down.
You know why people hate arguing with me? Most people, when they argue with people, they trying to prove them wrong.
Yeah.
I believe everybody's right, but everybody's incomplete. So I'm just trying to prove you right until you prove you wrong. Now your argument not with me.
Hey, that's why he's scared to sit down. Because he know he gonna get proved wrong. He's like, you know what, I'm wrong.
Nah, it's we can only build on what we already believe. You can't just put something new in there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta build on the foundation you already got. So the thing is a lot of times we don't even know the game we in, or even how to play it.
So you know what, I got a question for you. What you think about the Mexicans from Puerto Rico? Because I feel like in order to come over here, you got to learn how to speak English.
Okay.
You know, that's how I feel. You know, they coming over here. We got to learn how to speak Spanish, learn their language and shit.
But that's why part of the citizenship is learning the language.
Nah, see, here it's English. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel
so. That means if you want to come here, you got to learn our language. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that.
See? Most people don't understand that.
Yeah.
You know, if we go look, that's like this, right? If you go out of town, right, you got to learn their language.
Yeah, agreed.
You know? But when they come here, they don't need to learn our language. We got to learn theirs.
You
see what I'm saying?
What? You work somewhere with a lot of Hispanics?
You see what I'm saying?
You work somewhere with a lot of Hispanics?
Yeah, so you see what I'm saying?
Yep,
so I feel it. I got to guess what y'all saying. Like, yeah.
Yeah, y'all got to translate.
I don't got time. Don't come here if you don't know speak English.
Understood, but if you notice, when they do come here, they try to work as much as possible. So then they can go back.
Yeah. Hey, I love to hire. $10 an hour.
That's how a lot of people get rich.
Oh, yeah.
So, where do you think your thoughts come from?
My brain.
Your brain?
That's it, my brain. That's where it comes from.
So, do you believe that you are a spirit, soul, and body? Huh? So the thing is, you exist. Your body exists in the physical, right? Your soul exists in the unseen. So in your thoughts, your will, and your emotions, your spirit is something that you choose. What if I told you that heaven is not a physical place, but it's the unseen?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And earth is the manifestation. So all of your thoughts, put it like this: think of a color that doesn't exist. Or put it this way: scratch your nose without thinking about it. You feel me, right? The point is this: everything we experience, all of our thoughts, are conversations with spirit. Can you see anger?
Yeah, I can see anger.
You see the results of it. Put it like this: ask me why you mad.
Why you mad?
What you mean I ain't mad? What you talking about? Just because I said I'm not mad doesn't mean I'm not mad. Or did you look at the reaction?
I just looked at the reaction.
So now you saw the result of anger. So even if I'm telling you I'm not mad, my actions say something now. Feel me?
I feel you.
So the thing is, we can see spirits even though we can't physically see them. We got to learn how to see with our imagination as well. We got to 90% of communication is nonverbal, right? So why a lot of times when we quote unquote pray to God, we expect a verbal response. And we never even pay attention to what's being done. And if God exists in everyone, how do you know when you listen to him or somebody else? What if I told you that everything in the Bible that says God did wasn't actually God?
I know. I know.
But God uses the Bible to prove who he is and who we've been listening to the majority of the time.
Guess what? It's like this, right? People say God wrote the Bible.
People did.
Okay, then. So me and you on the same page then. People did, right?
Even when Jesus showed up, he said, you think the scriptures bring you eternal life. So you search them. But the scriptures only point to the one who brings eternal life, and you reject me. See, why is it that not until this dude rose again did anybody ever understand the Bible? But 3,000 years prior, nobody understood. Nobody ever understood any of the scriptures, even though they had them all that time. Because we always thinking that the scriptures is about storytelling or this or that. Ain't got nothing to do with none of that. Has to do with the mental game. It's a lot of stuff that you do that you don't even want to do. You be like, man, you know what? I'm gonna quit smoking. And you be like, stop smoking, stop smoking, smoking. Like, dang, I did it again, right? Or I'm gonna quit cheating, right? And then you be like, man,
I feel like this. If you want to quit cheating, quit smoking, you personally can stop that. You know what I'm saying? It's not a mind game. Like you realize you gotta be like, no, I'm done smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you though. You physically gotta be like, no, I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying?
then why is there certain things that you don't agree with that you still do?
Like what? No.
Like for instance, fear.
Say that again.
Fear.
Fear.
Nobody wants what they fear. So why do we choose it? See, when we afraid of something, we make an excuse to fear it. And fear plays a trick on our mind to get us to focus on the situation, and now we try to control. So the reason why we take fear is because we're looking for the illusion of control, because we realize we don't have it. You keep trying to get something you already know you don't got.
But I don't think people scared though. I don't think so.
The only reason why people murder, they're scared. Feel like this: if I say that I'm in control, and let's say I believe I'm in control, that means that I also believe that you're in control. So it's far more difficult for me to control everybody else's control in my life than my own. So now I naturally have to fear.
The meal.
Make sense?
I feel like you don't gotta fear though.
No, you don't have to.
No.
But your decision is not in the physical plane. The physical plane is a manifestation of the unseen. You have to have a thought before you have an action. It's like if I ask you if you perfect, you're gonna tell me no. Why would you say that?
Yeah. Everybody fucked up in life.
So you think that being perfect means to never learn.
No. Like if you're perfect, just got a good ass life. Like you perfect. Like you never did nothing. That's how I feel.
No, we look at things in perception of time instead of perception of reality. And we think because over time, feel like this. If I put on a pair of shoes, put up these Jordans right here, I put these on, and now I go stomp people out, stomp them all day, right? And now the next day, me and you wear the same size. So now you put the same Jordans on. And when you put them on, you go give to people. You go help people up. You pick the people up that I done knocked down, right? Are the shoes good or bad?
Shit. The shoes are shoes.
The shoes is the shoes.
Shoes are shoes.
So they're not good or bad. It's basically depending on who's wearing the shoes.
Yeah, correct.
Do you know what spirit is wearing you? Every dark spirit wants you to believe that it's you, because the only way that you'll ever reject them is if you know that they're not you. How are you going to reject you? So there's a battle, and we see spirits, and we acknowledge the ones that we deem great. But because God's spirit doesn't demand his own way, a lot of times, even in our prayers, we like God to take control. Or if you so sovereign, why all this bad stuff happen in the world? Right? You know what he said when I asked that? You know, the Bible says that after do you know when we were created? We were the last thing created. There was nothing created after us. Before us, everything else was created. And as soon as we were created, everything that was created before us was given to us. So, at what point did God take it back?
Shit, when we built this place, we built this whole shit.
He gave it to us. We never took it back. No, we trying to take it from each other because we hate the fact that God gave us the world and not me a little more than you.
I'm gonna be like this. Our family, we hate each other. We don't want to see nobody eat.
Where do hate come from?
It's jealousy, bro.
Hate comes from fear. I'm afraid of your control in my life. So I need more control than you have so then I can facilitate the paradise I'm looking
And
for.
I feel like that's jealousy right there.
Agreed.
It's jealousy.
It is jealousy.
It's just jealousy. Like, I'm going to be honest with you.
But I'm jealous of the amount of control that you have and what you do with your control. And I want to do what you do and what I do.
And see, look, that's what's wrong with the world now. I'm going to be like this. I'm young. This is wrong with my generation. I'm going to put myself in.
Yep.
What's wrong with my generation? My generation, we hate to see, let's just say like, okay, I see a nigga walking down, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'd be like, damn, he got a chain on, and I'm jealous. I want to rob him. Get that. You know what I'm saying? That's what niggas thinking about. Instead of be like, oh, damn, that motivate me to get on my shit. I'm finna go ahead, grab what he got. You know what I'm saying?
Fruit. So when we operate by what we feel, you acknowledge that you feel stuff, right? Do you always want to do what you feel? What's most comfortable? But sometimes what's comfortable and what's best contradict each other. Not all the time, just sometimes. Yeah. So when it contradicts yourself, you gotta prioritize. Are you gonna choose your feelings? Or are you gonna choose what's best? Right?
Yeah, for sure.
So a lot of times when we have to come to that crossroad, in order to choose what's best, in order to even acknowledge what's best, where does my perspective come from? You ever look at one situation and you feel horrible about it at first, but then you get another perspective, like somebody say something or something, and you like, damn, I never looked at it like that, and it changed how you feel about the situation? How can your feelings change about a situation that didn't change?
It ain't. Like,
No, it can, but as long as you make it about the situation, your remember, you said that we are body, soul, and spirit, right? So if you only focus on the physical, tangible things, you're limiting your perspective. You ignoring the soul and the spirit. But if you see it from a soul perspective, now you're gonna feel a little bit different about it. But then if you see it from a spirit perspective, now if you question which spirit is giving you the perspective or having a conversation, you ever talk to yourself in your head?
after everybody talk to themselves.
That's the point. You think you're talking to yourself, but you're talking to a spirit. You're having a whole conversation.
No. See, that's different now. If you okay, what you mean? Because like,
So there's a you that's in you, which is your soul.
okay, you talking about like when you talk to yourself, is you answering the questions too, or you just talk to yourself? Because most people talk to themselves. You know what I'm saying? But if you talk to yourself and answer the questions, something wrong now.
Okay?
You see what I'm
So
saying?
questions didn't start being answered until I started talking to God. That was the weird thing. Is before I started talking to God and acknowledging the one who exists outside of heaven and earth, before then, I always thought everything was me. So I always talked to myself. And none of my questions could really be answered because I never expected an answer. But then when I started talking to God, questions started being answered, but with questions instead of answers. So now he would lead me to the answer by giving me a series of questions, showing me and revealing what was in front of my face the whole time. And the ironic part about it is I feel stupid because it was so smart but simple. Like it wasn't like complicated. It wasn't like this is a complex truth. It was like, no, this is it. I done lived for 30 years and ain't never seen this. Like for instance, we do stuff for money, right?
It depends on.
Which one is bigger, a dime or a nickel?
Like what you mean?
Yeah, no,
Size or
that's
like,
good. A nickel is bigger. So now my question is, why is a dime worth more, even though a nickel is bigger?
you tell me.
The dime is worth more, even though the nickel is bigger, because you believe it is.
Yeah, I don't believe in this. That's what they say.
Why do you believe it? Because
That's what they say.
faith is developed by hearing, but also by seeing. You see people interact with money on a regular basis. So you notice that when I do this and give money to somebody, they give me something. They even put a price on it in the store telling me how much currency I need to give them. So now I naturally, by the system in which I live in, believe it. But if somebody bought you pesos right now, you'd be like, what's that? Because you don't understand that currency. It's not what we deal with where we live, right? Just like the language thing you was talking about. But that's what they deal with where they at. So you keep that where you at, right?
Right.
But it's as good as monopoly money to you. Because it don't have no value because you never been taught the value of it.
And again, at my generation where we got the internet now, shit, we can Google and see what it's worth.
Agreed. But now watch this.
I ain't turning down nothing. Cause I know everything is sellable. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
I'm a hustler, so
So watch this. Let's say that I went to Target and I bought a pair of socks for $2. Alright? How much would you say that socks, that pair of socks is worth?
What? They brand new
Yeah.
in the bag. Shit, if you trying to sell it to me, shit, that's a discount. So that's $1 right there.
Okay.
It's $1. That's how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? Because it's out of the store now.
What if I told you I could make the socks worth 2,000
You probably can. I believe you.
without changing the socks?
You probably can. I believe you.
So if I put them on eBay and I said, this is LeBron James' first pair of socks for his first NBA game, bid start at $2,000, you might not believe me. But all I need on the internet is one person to believe it.
Yeah.
Because once one person pay for it,
Everybody else gonna be okay.
no, once one person pay for it, I just got $2,000 for a $2 pair of socks.
Guess what though? A next person gonna be like, oh hell no, I want that one. So now they gonna compete.
Just like shoes used to cost $100. Now people pay thousands of dollars for shoes.
You know what I call them? Dumbass.
Yeah.
That's what I call them, dumbass.
But it's culture. It's what we've been trained to believe.
No, it's more about motherfuckers trying to keep up with the Jones.
Agreed.
That's what it is.
So now,
And now you're trying to keep up with the Jones, but you going broke. You see
agreed.
what I'm saying?
But there's somebody getting rich at the same time.
See what you can't keep up with the Jones. You got to build your own first.
Okay.
You got to crawl before you walk.
What if I told you we already have everything?
We don't got everything.
What if I told you that everything was already free?
Everything is free.
Okay.
Life ain't free. A baby ain't free.
Name something.
Anything ain't free. I just said
Name anything.
A baby ain't free.
You said a baby ain't free.
A kid is not free.
Okay. How much did it cost you to have life?
Shit, a lot. It costs a lot to have life.
Did you raise you?
For a little bit.
For a little bit. After you learned how to do things on your own. When you were born, somebody else had to do things for you, huh?
For sure. At that point where, when I can take care of myself, then it's my time.
So as you learn how to do things, now you earn the gift.
And I kept going.
No, I'm saying you earned the gift
Yeah.
to be able to do and learn certain things for yourself.
Yeah, for sure. But more better too.
How much did that cost? The education.
Um, Education is free. But some people charge, though. It depends on who you're going to. Most people charge for that, you know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Because that's why back to, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't want you to a seed higher than them.
Exactly. Well, rooting back to what you said, which was jealousy, right?
Jealousy.
That's perfect, brother. So now we understand that the knowledge or the learning is actually free, but most people gonna prostitute what was free to them and charge you.
So,
But now watch this. What if I told you we do that with everything? Put it like this. Let's say that there's a tree on a land that nobody discovered yet. And I show up and you show up. I show up from the east, you show up from the west. What tree is it?
yeah.
How much does a tree cost to whoever it is? What about the apples that come from the tree? Or the bananas that come from the tree?
They don't cost you.
Who bananas is it? Who apples is it?
Whoever, you know what I'm saying? Build that tree. Whoever grew that tree.
Whoever grew the tree?
Whoever grew the tree. That's
Who created the tree?
wood.
Huh?
Wood.
Wood?
Wood.
So you telling me if I went and got some wood, I can go make an apple tree right now? I need an apple seed.
Yeah, you need the seed.
Yep, just like you need
But
sperm in order to create a baby, right?
Look, if you grab a seed, right?
Yep.
And you plant that, right? That's your tree.
It multiplies. So everything that was given to us was made to never end.
I'm gonna be like this. Stuff ends. I'm gonna say this. The world gonna end one day. That's how I feel. The world gonna end one day. You remember back in the days, I think it was like 2010 or something, people saying the world gonna end. It's coming.
They said that in 2000. They said that in 2010. They said it in 94,
Yeah, but
99.
I believe it though. Because again, with my generation,
I believe that this world will end.
yeah, your world gonna end, but I feel like the whole world gonna end because everybody killing each other.
What motivates them to kill each other?
Some dumb shit.
Sometimes that jealousy. Sometimes it's that control. Sometimes it's because you hurt my feelings. Sometimes it's because you killed my friend.
It ain't worth it out. Because me,
Sometimes it's because you got oil, and I think oil will make me rich. So instead of paying for it because I can't afford it, you know what? I'm just gonna kill you and take it from you.
see, and you know what my mom and my uncles taught me at a young age,
What's that?
find people who want to see you grow. You know what I'm saying? If it's a little hate in your little circle or something, I don't even want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? If me and you know what I'm saying, we doing our thing and shit, right? And you bring another nigga that like you locked in with, right, into our little circle, me how I was raised, I don't know that nigga. You trust him, I don't trust him. You know what I'm saying? He might snitch on me, but not you. You know what I'm saying? He loyal to you, but not me. So I don't want to kick you with him. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
This is between me and you. That's what's wrong with the world. Motherfuckers think everybody friends and shit. You know, I can meet you today, right? The next day later, I'll be like, oh, that's my brother right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know you like that. That's what's wrong with the world. People think everybody friends.
They not.
They're not.
You gotta actually
I don't
look
trust
and
nobody.
see what they about.
If I don't trust nobody. If we ain't grew up from, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if I meet a nigga. Oh yeah, we can chop it up, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna be kicking it with you. Because I don't know what you got going on.
You know why it was so important for me to talk to you? Because I love you. That's why. I know who you are. I know who you meant to be. And because you willing to open up enough, the key in this world is to let go of fear enough just to open up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You are the light in this world. The world can't give nothing to you, but it can help your body. No, it can never help your spirit. Your spirit is the thing that's going to change the world. It's going to change everything in it. I see you, bro.
I don't change the world, I change the people who are around me. You know what I'm saying?
You change the energy you accept around you, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Just people who are around me. I don't care about the next people. I just care about the people that's around me. You feel what I'm saying?
You care about people. You just recognize that most don't care about each other. So you ain't got time to find out because you'll get burned way quicker than you'll be helped.
So, no, I
So you
respect.
acknowledge the fact that most people choose fear or something that you ain't really trying to mess with. So because you're not trying to mess with that, you keep your circle small.
Yeah, for sure.
You'll conversate with a few. You'll open a conversation even with a stranger, but you keep it at arm's length. You got to test everybody. What did Jesus say? He said, "Judge a tree by its fruit, a man by his actions." Don't These cats ain't really for you. They talk a good game,
Oh yeah.
but just because they talk a good game, they ain't really even for you.
Oh no. That's
So be able to pay attention to what somebody say and do, and test them by that. But just because they put on a facade for a little short period of time don't mean nothing. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. You got to see what they believe way ahead of time. And that only comes through testing and trials. A love not tested is a love not trusted. A faith not tested is a faith not trusted. So at the end of the day, we can never trust something just because it says it's something. We got to test that thing, see how consistent it is, not with me. How consistent are you away from me when you think I'm not even looking?
everybody.
Everything is always seen. Ain't nothing really hidden, but we still try to hide stuff because we do stuff we don't even like.
Especially like this generation too. They got cameras everywhere. So everything, ring cameras, everything is seen.
Exactly.
Everything is seen.
But then stuff like what we talking about right now will be hidden. Because if you understand that trying to control everything in the world comes from you. It doesn't make you. You're not made by everything in the world. But everything in the world is waiting on you. But a lot of times you convince to change according to the world to try and protect you. A man can take the body, but we know by science energy cannot be destroyed, but merely only transferred. So a man can take the body, but not the soul. So my soul continues to live even after my body ends, which means that I can have a new body.
Yeah.
So your energy can never be transferred to a new body.
Yeah. That's how. Well, it depends on what we're talking about because your heart can be in somebody else, your kidney can be in a new body. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So it depends on.
Just like when we explain unseen things, we state physical things. Like, do you know that heart? Like, it talks about in your heart. I'm not talking about the organ. You ever heard the phrase, let's get to the heart of the matter? Let's get to the core of it. So we use the word heart as core. We use a physical thing to explain an unseen thing that we cannot, nobody can see your core. Nobody.
Yeah.
So we use physical things to express unseen things because what word don't exist? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to create something that don't already exist. The point is we are trying to communicate something that we can't see. Even when we talking right now, you see something in me you ain't seen ever, and something in you wanted to believe that I actually love you, even though everything in you doesn't want to believe it because you don't trust it. Even though you don't trust it, you still, for some reason, believe it. Because I would give my life for you right now because I know what you are.
See, you gotta earn that. You know what I'm saying? Everything is earned. You know what I'm saying?
The best things were given freely.
I'm telling you, the best things will get you killed. You see what I'm saying?
Agreed. Why you think they killed Jesus? For a reason. They hated the fact that he was outshining them and he was really about that life. He was loving. And the only reason why they killed him is because he was loving. And when you put the real amongst the fake, even though the fake outnumber the real, the fake is threatened. Go ahead.
Why is more real niggas getting killed than more respected? You feel me?
That's true.
Because I know a lot of real niggas who, you know what I'm saying, that I was real like heavy with, got killed. The jealousy. And when I was little, growing up and stuff, I just figured that out. Like, you know what? People really don't love you, you know what I'm saying? They just want to be around you for that time to see what's going on. They being nosy.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? That's like saying you popping, you rapping, or you got your podcast, you know what I'm saying? You big, you know what I'm saying? I'm all. Let me join your podcast, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get the clout, you know what I'm saying? Once I get the clout, now I'm having like, oh, now me and you competing. And like you said, I kill, you know what I'm saying? Now I got your fans, your subscribers, now you know what I'm saying? Now I'm popping now.
Who are you?
I'm just a nigga trying to live life, bro. Stay trying to, you know what I'm saying? Stay out of jail and Trying to stay living.
Could you ask me the same question?
Who are you?
I'm patient. I endure to the end of the thing. I always have a goal for everything and everyone I meet. My dream is about us, never just me. I'm kind. That don't necessarily mean that I'm nice, but I'm gentle and I'm considerate. So I'm putting myself in your shoes before I choose to respond to you. Because like I said, everybody white. Your perspective is all the way on point, but it's incomplete. It's not the whole thing. It's your perspective, right? I need your perspective of the truth in order to get a well-rounded view of what we actually call life. I'm always hopeful. I'm always faithful. No matter what happens, I will always endure to the end. I rejoice in truth, your authentic you. That's what I rejoice in. When people being fake with me, we can't get nowhere. But we being real, we gonna transform everything.
Got to, for sure.
So at the end of the day, I rejoice with the truth, but I do not rejoice with a lie or injustice.
No, I don't like that.
Anybody being killed, that's an issue for me. Because I have to acknowledge that I fear you. I ain't got time for you to have no control over my life. None. Over my feelings, over my energy when I walk into a room, none of that. If I'm the light to the world, I might be the only love you see ever in your life. So I'm committed to that today, this moment. Even if it's the last moment. I'm not concerned about controlling how many moments I got. I don't care. But while I'm here, I decide who I will be and what I bring into the world. I don't care what you bringing into the world until we doing it together.
Yeah. You ain't wrong.
That's what it
You
is.
got to start somewhere.
Exactly. How can I expect you to be Jesus if I ain't even been convinced to? If I ain't even being convinced to do it, why would you ever do it? What, I'm expecting somebody else to do it first? That don't make sense.
Depends on the tools. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Depends on the tools because if we starting some type of business, you know what I'm saying? You might got something better than I don't got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, let's put these pieces together and we gonna work some out.
So, we already got power, right? We acknowledge that we have the power to make a decision, right? But different people make different decisions. So, what determines how I use my power? Because we all got power, but we use it different. So, what determines how we use the power we got?
Depends on your skills.
My character or my spirit, my characteristics are what determine how I use the power I've been given. Now, how I use the power tells you a whole lot more about me than the power I have. Just because I got power don't mean that I'm for you. You're not going to trust me just because I got power. You might agree with me for a season because you want the power I got, right?
Right.
You seen people do that, right? Like in the drug game. Everybody got their right hand man. Right hand man, he admire your power. At the end of the day, the moment he get the opportunity to take your power, it's you gone. But he was acting buddy buddy the whole time like he was your guy. And it came out he wasn't really your guy because all he worshiped was your power. Most people worship God's authority or power. They're like, God could do anything, so you supposed to serve him. What? No. God's whole message is the fact that who I am never changes. And I'm going to love you and I'm going to see you through to the end, regardless of what you do or somebody else do. He committed to you like that. But his spirit is the spirit of love. The one word everybody talks about, but nobody really knows what it means. Because we throw it around so loosely and we taint the meaning of the word in our language. But who God is, the real OG, him, the way he love you, can't nothing compare. And you can't actually be something before seeing it. You got to see something in your head before you can act it out. So when I seen his love for me, even though I can't see it, then it was like, wait, Jesus might not even be real. Why do I believe he real? His story is real. Show me a realer man than that one. You can't. So if he the realest one in story form, I'll be the realest one even if I'm the first one. Because I'll be just like him. That's my point. You cannot convince me not to be him because the thing is every decision you make changes the world whether you like the change or not. So you get to choose what you bring into the world. I just wanted to make you aware of the choice because I already know the power that lies within you. And when you have no clue what the power is, you have no choice but to abuse the power until you learn that free stuff, till you learn what that power is meant for. Now you use it effectively. But if we both go into a territory that we don't know, we're going to abuse that area because don't neither one of us know it, right? We're going to have to make some mistakes. We're going to have to fall a little bit to find out how do we use this. Okay, it worked the best. I don't want to break it. I want to be effective, right?
You gotta learn.
Yeah, exactly. So we got to give people space to learn, but at the same time, the thing that I look for is we gonna be real. I'm not expecting you to never fall, but I'm gonna love you regardless because of who I am and because of who I know you to be.
A lot of people ain't real though.
Exactly. You know the quickest way to lose a relationship with me?
Wow.
The quickest way to lose a relationship with me? Be fake. As soon as you fake, I'm like, we can't get nowhere.
And I can't trust you.
It ain't even about that.
For me, it is. Because if you ain't being real, you lying to me about some bullshit.
Agreed. But what convinced you to lie? I only lie to you because I'm afraid that you'll know the truth.
See, me personally.
And I'm afraid that you know the truth because I know my real intentions. So I'm afraid that you'll know my real intention.
See, man, that's what's wrong with the world, though. You know? Because me personally, like I tell everybody who around me, just keep that shit 100. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, always.
Because if you tell me the truth, it's my decision if I want to fuck with you or not. You know what I'm saying? If I don't fuck with you, do it hurt you? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's like me if I talk to a female, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Honest truth. I'll be honest with her, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because if I lie to her, she can be like, oh, you lied to me about some good shit. What if the big shit done? She don't want to fuck with me no more. But if you tell her the truth, it's her decision. She want to fuck with you or not.
Yep.
So
And a lot of times, she will.
And she will.
As long as you honest.
That's it. And I just keep it honest. I don't got to lie about nothing.
No. If you pay attention to pimps make it real well with women because they're honest with them.
Oh, yeah.
Now they beat their head up a little bit. They give them they all up front,
Yeah.
but they'll start pulling back and they'll be honest when that conversation comes. Like, wait, no, hold up. If you ain't about nothing, we can't really mess with each other. But that's why what they do is so effective.
Right.
Your goal is what determines how you gonna be.
Yeah, for sure.
If my goal is a woman, I will conform or change to meet whatever's gonna get me hurt.
But you
If
gotta
my
change
goal,
yourself too.
no, agree. I'm saying I'm gonna change myself
Okay, okay.
to get to whatever
Okay, okay.
gets me hurt, right?
Okay, okay, we're on the same page.
If my goal is money, then I'm gonna change myself to achieve that goal.
Yeah.
You know what my goal is?
Start the podcast. No. Sure.
Bro, if this wasn't even on, we'd still be having this conversation. I only do it so then I can start getting the conversation out there because I've had almost every person I've ever met meet me and they say I ain't never met nobody like you. It's like this don't even exist. But everything you talk about is so simple. Ain't none of it complicated. But nobody talks about it. And then there's some people that talk about it, but then they talk about the law of manifestation. They're like, oh, we go get money. And it's like you catching the bait, but you don't even understand the real power in you.
I feel like, me personally, if somebody talking about we get money, I feel like they don't get money. That's why you gotta bring that up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I ask this question when people bring up money. Did a man create money? Then how could a man ever need money? We just go create it again.
I don't got nothing to say on that. You just,
But the thing is, we claim that we broke because we not saying that we need money. We saying we need influence. So people trade their currency, which is money, is the thing that we show value, but it has no value. It's just the thing that we use to communicate value. That's it. As long as you believe $100 is $100,
yeah.
you'll keep exchanging with me. That's all I need. I just need you to be convinced to keep giving to me, right?
Right.
But what I really want is for you to give me. I don't want the money. I want you to be influenced to give to me. Because I believe that nobody will give to me for free.
Right. You're right on that.
Because we told that we're supposed to provide for ourselves. Even though we all been provided for, and now we refuse to provide for each other. We don't want to follow the example of the guy who created us. We don't want to do that. We want to follow the example of the darkness we were born into. We was born in the darkness because we was meant to be the light to the world. But then because we see the dark, we be honest and real, and we keep reflecting it. We keep speaking. We use our power, which is our tongue, vibration, to actually manifest the thing I'm already seeing. That's already here. I don't need more of that. You know what? The best thing I can do if you hate is
That's it.
if I don't give you no more attention, I can't reciprocate that to you no more. I ain't got time to hate you. That takes too much of my attention. Deuces. You ain't got time for my attention. When you change, I don't throw out the person, I throw out the spirit. There's certain spirits that don't last forever. I ain't expecting you to last forever. You gonna bow down once you see. Go ahead, do what you do. I'm gonna do what I do. I've had people after 15 years watch me in silence for 15 years, like, bro, you ain't never changed, and now they rock with me after 15 years though.
It takes time.
Yeah, it don't matter how much time it takes. We eternal, bro. We'll never die. But them spirits that we cleave to, do. So you could kill you if you want to. By cleaving to a certain spirit that don't last forever. But I'm telling you, love, the spirit of love, those characteristics I shared with you, that character will last forever.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because ain't nothing better than it. So when people really see it, they like, and most people didn't think it was possible. That's why they compromise for the spirit they choose now. Because this is what I got to do to protect myself. This is what I got to do to live in this world. This is what I got to do to still be alive. All I'm doing is surviving, bro. But then when you come to this, and now once you see it, you like, oh, bro, wait, hold, is it really possible? Could you really do that?
Yeah. You gotta see it first, huh?
Yeah, just like my guy that I told you after 15 years, that's what it took for him to really, rock with me. I want to tell you, this dude asked me to help him with his business. He thought I was all about money because I'm educated about money, right? And then I said, okay, I'm coming to help you. He said, I got these 3 businesses. I need your help, because you're really smart about money. Okay. I give him the systems, tell him what to do. And he says, hey, my cleaning crew just bailed out on me. Can you come fill in for him? Yeah, I come fill in for him. But I told you it's a certain system that I build this company on. I don't mind getting my hands dirty at all. I'm going to go in there, bottom of the bottom. I do it by myself, and now I'm going to start hiring people and training people to replace me. But I'm going to show them how to do it right, so now I can replace me.
Yeah.
Then I said, okay, so this portion is what you're going to pay me according to the job, according to what we get paid. So you pay me 40% because I'm doing all the work.
Right.
Then I said, now when I train somebody else, I got to train them. That's on top of my job. Now I have to have an expertise to be able to train them.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to give me 8% for training them.
That's 48. I'm out.
Then I said, okay, and now because we partners in the business, I need 5%. That's 52%. I'm doing all the work.
You're right.
You ain't doing none of the work.
But if that the case like that,
Well, that's 53%,
I
right?
would have broke it down to 50. You know what I'm saying?
No, but the reason why is that is because now when I replace myself, I no longer get paid for doing the work. We paying somebody else to do the work.
Yeah.
That means 40% of the income gone. That 40% I ain't get paid no more. But now I still get paid the 5% and the 8%.
Yeah. Okay.
That's only 13%.
Yeah. So he's still making a bag. He's still making a bag.
You can't argue with it. All I'm doing is I'm being legitly, as long as I'm working and doing all the work, when somebody else come, I gotta split the 40% with whoever I'm training.
Oh yeah. That ain't bad.
So now it's 20-20.
That ain't bad. Right?
And it's depending on what you get paid. So you'll never be at a loss. You'll never be sitting there like, oh, I just got paid. I got to pay more in payroll because we didn't have enough work. You paying me based on what you get paid. So the more money the company make, the more money we make. The less money the company make, the less money we make. You know, this dude paid me an hourly wage. And I said, okay, this is what you expect to be done in 8 hours, right? Right now, it's going to take me 8 hours. But let's just agree on this. You'll pay me the same amount even when I get done with the work in its whole early. He said, yeah, that's fair. This is more than 8 hours worth of work. In the beginning, did it take me 8 hours? Yes, it took me 8 hours. But after I got a system down and I start really learning how to do that thing, after about 3 weeks, I got down to about 4 hours, half a day.
Yeah.
Same work.
Same work, still get the same hours.
So now he still paid me for the 8 hours, even though I'm working for 4.
Sweet.
He was cool with it for the first 2 weeks.
Until he found out.
Until he started seeing, wait, you getting done in 4 hours?
Yeah.
Wait, you telling me I'm paying you double? No. You're paying, because I get better, should I get a pay cut or a pay raise?
Pay raise.
I'm better.
She get a raise. Definitely.
So how is this not fair? You don't want to be fair. You want to count my money, and
You don't want to see your
What you say before? People jealous. They don't want to see you higher than them.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the whole point. It's not about fear.
And see now, me personally, I would have just been like, to his type of business, change the name into my name, start my own, and now we compete
Yeah, but then I would do that in spite. But why was I there?
for him.
Remember, he asked me to be there. Now I want to remind you, once this happened, you know what he did? He went 2 months without paying me. You know I still showed up and worked for all 2 months with no pay?
You cold blooded, cold blooded.
Because you get it twisted on why I'm here. Oh, you think because of what you do is gonna change how I love you.
Yeah,
What I do. Oh, that's what you thought. Okay, cool. Sorry you thought wrong. I kept going.
right.
Then he started paying me again after 2 months. And then he tried to blame things on me.
See it like that. I'm the type.
And then we had a conversation, and he was like, "This is my business." And I said, "You don't remember you asked me to help you with these businesses. That's the only reason why I'm here. I've been here for you, not for money. Because if I was here for money, the moment you stopped paying me, I would have hit.
You did it out of love.
So now, what do you have to prove? You just proved to me that you no longer want me here or need me here. My job is done. I love you, bro. Let me know if you need me. This is my 2 weeks. I'll train whoever you want to replace me." You know, he hired 5 people to do what I did. And he said nobody's consistent like you are.
They ain't dedicated.
Why you think he rock with me now? He say, "Tim, you my only friend. I've been tested." And I said I wish I could say the same thing about you. But I got hope. I'm not gonna lie to you because I don't consider that relationship to be reciprocal yet.
Yeah, for sure.
But I got hope for it.
For sure.
I'm moving specifically on hope right now. Everything on the reason why I'm giving you all of my energy, all of my attention right now is because of my hope for you. That's it. That's all I got to go on. I ain't got nothing else to go on. But I love what I'm learning about you because you open, you real, and you understand that there's certain things that you've changed in order to fit where you at because of where your goal is right now. I believe your goal might actually turn into mine if you see it enough.
Oh yeah, you gotta be dedicated. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, whatever we want is what we dedicated to anyway.
Yeah, whatever you want, but we gotta go get it though.
Agreed.
Because don't none just come to you. So if you want something, you gotta go get it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put in the work.
Well, no, certain things do come to you. Air just come to you.
Well, yeah, air like that. Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm just saying there's certain things that do, but when it comes to what you play a part because you're here.
Right.
So what you create requires you to do something. You can't just sit around and I'm just gonna create nothing. That means I have no thoughts, no nothing. Like it's not possible. Everybody gonna create something. Everybody gonna pursue something.
Right.
So at the end of the day, what you pursue is based on what gets your attention in the unseen.
Definitely.
There's certain things that get my attention, like about a female in the scene. I'm like, ooh, the waist small. Ooh, I'm feeling it, right?
Right.
But if I walk up and she got a nasty attitude, it's like, oh, I don't know about this one.
Alright, so just think about females. I really don't. I'm the type I like natural. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, agreed.
So fake, you know what I'm saying? Fake booty, fake food. getting your face done, surgery, that look good. You know what I'm saying? But it's fake.
Yeah,
You ain't real.
agreed.
And me personally, I don't like that. I won't even talk to a female like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just like my wife. My wife before we got married, I had she was talking about getting her hair done for our wedding
Yeah.
or whatever. Now she would get it pressed, but I always seen it with her natural hair. She was talking about getting a weave or something. I was like, nah, I don't really want you to do that because I want to know that you like you for you,
Yeah.
and I want you to know that I like you for you.
Right.
We getting married, ain't nobody else getting married, right?
Right.
Because that's how you won me. You won me by being you. If I wanted to fake stuff, there's plenty of girls out here that rock fake stuff way better than you. Like, right? That ain't your lane.
Yeah.
Be you.
That's it.
That's it.
Be you.
That's all we want. And now I want the authentic you to grow and develop with me.
Right.
So I don't want you to be the same forever. I want you to be authentic forever. But I want you to grow and learn and receive more and get joy. Understand the world around us so we can go conquer and build a life together, not individually.
Right.
Otherwise, I could just get a prostitute if I'm just looking for sex.
That's true.
If I'm looking for a real relationship, we're going to build something together.
That's true.
So let's be on that.
Be on that type of time. Yeah.
So,
But it's hard though. It's hard. It's hard.
because everything on the outside trying to press and get you to change to it.
I'm gonna say this: young females confuse what they want. Older females, they already know what they want.
Agreed.
And nowadays, like, I don't understand. For me, I feel like my generation again, we confused. Because females at a young age talking about they gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never tried a man up. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
A man want to be gay. Like, the whole world is crazy. Man.
no, but that's conditioning. Look at everything on TV.
I understand that.
Look at everything on social media. Come on now.
I understand that.
And it got people brainwashed. Or,
And it's like, what's the point? What's the point in that?
yeah, one of my favorite commercials from back in the day was the T-Mobile commercial. And I don't even remember one part of the commercial was the very end of the commercial. An AT&T dude come on at the very end, and he says, pay more to get less. It makes sense if you don't think about it. And I was like, wait, it makes sense if you don't think about it. Wait, if I think about it, it don't make sense. But if you don't think about it, it makes sense.
Right.
Wait, that's how we live life. Have sex to never have a baby. It makes sense if you don't think about it. Get high every time my problems arise,
Yeah.
so my problems are solved. It makes sense if you don't think about it. Your problems will never be solved if you just cope with your problems.
You're right. You're definitely right.
And so it's like we do everything backwards. That's how we live.
Definitely.
It makes sense if you don't think about it. Most people ain't never even thought about it. That's why they claim they're gay. That's why they claim whatever you feel is okay, but your feelings are indicators, not decision makers. You don't always want to do what you feel.
Right.
Sometimes if you building a legacy with this one right here, you not gonna go have a baby with a prostitute on the street. Even though she might have just had a baby, the real one, and you like, I gotta wait 6 weeks. This ain't working for me, right?
Right.
And you like, let me just step out real quick. You not getting ready to go ahead You're gonna think about that, and you don't want to, even though you feel like it. So at the end of the day, we need to be able to take back control.
Right.
That's love.
Yeah, definitely.
But because y'all building something, you don't want to jeopardize your goal.
Right.
We committed to our goal, but we got to be able to be aware on what our goal is. Because a lot of times, for me, I had goals in life, right?
Yeah, sure.
But I realized that I kept selling myself short because I didn't have enough vision.
Okay.
It wasn't that my goal wasn't really in the right direction. My goal was definitely in the right direction. It's just I kept limiting my goal. Limiting my vision to what I thought I needed. I normally made my goal based on what I think I'm lacking right now.
Right.
So then I say, this is my goal. And then as soon as I get it, I'll be like, this ain't exactly what I wanted. I want this, but I want it with this and this. So now I got to be more specific about what I want. All right. Bro, I appreciate you, bro.
Oh no, I appreciate you.
Take down my number.
Yeah, we definitely,
What was your name? Nuki?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Tim. Tim Tyree.
Okay. You got 414
262.
Okay.
505.
No, you on live. You just put it in. I don't want people.
Oh, I don't mind. 0157. No, I'm that open, bro.
Okay.
You more than welcome.
That's me. I just called y'all for the lucky you in.
Yeah, but bro, thank you.
Oh, no, thank you, man. I got you for sure.
And call me anytime.
Bet.
Anytime.
Bet I got you. I like this, talk to you stuff.
Yeah, no, and anytime, bro. This is me 24/7.
Bet, for sure.
So the camera only on Saturdays between 10:30 and 12.
Okay.
That's it.
We're gonna talk about everything. NBA final.
Yep. Whatever we talk about, it's gonna be 100 all the way.
Say less.
All right, love you.
Love, man.
Yep.
Be safe.
All right, who I got as a guest? Is that Mom?
Yes, this is me.
Hey, Mom. What did you think about the conversation?
I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I know there was a time in there where you were talking about money, and it was making me think about the exchange currency, foreign, foreign exchange currency. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Kennedy?
Yes, the exchange currency. Yep.
Just when you were talking about the value of money. So I like the way you did the nickel and dime stuff, but I also, when you were talking about money has it's a perceived value.
Yeah.
If everything is already ours, they just did that to put a value on it or whatever. And it made me think about like